you couldn't find these back in 2019. You couldn't get your hands on them. Every element is just coupled together so well, and they all seem to fit amazingly. This is by far the dopest colorway that I've ever seen. What's happening, everybody? This is Tyler with Deadstock Media, thanking you for tuning in to another edition. And I want to start today's episode by turning the clock back to 2019 for you. This was a huge year for the Adidas and Yeezy teams. We saw plenty of releases here in the States, including a few specific regional drops around the world. In fact, one of these includes the inspiration for today's video. If you weren't living in the Middle East or Asia or the South Pacific in 2019, it's likely that this release just stepped right over you. And Adidas knew exactly what they were doing, because one of the quickest ways to make a commodity even hotter is to tell a majority of people that you can't have them. That, my friends, is where the Hyperspace 350s enter the chat. I'm not going to pull punches or mince words with you today. We're going to jump right on into it. Now, the first thing you're going to notice about these 350s is that ghostly blue-gray upper that is just so hauntingly appealing. While I'll agree that the midsole is rather translucent, I think there's a hint of blue-green in there that actually plays off the upper really, really well. You'll see the mesh stripe coming down the side of the shoe is somewhere between brown, orange, I'm going to call it an amber, and it seems to match the sole of the shoe pretty well itself. I think that the most neutral element of this happens to be the laces, which are a light gray color. They seem to match the heel tab pretty well themselves. While it should be no surprise to anybody that follows this channel that I'm a huge 350 supporter, this is by far the dopest colorway that I've ever seen. I'm a real big fan of all of the complementary elements, how the upper seems to match the midsole, how the stripe seems to match the sole, and how the heel tab matches the laces. Every element is just coupled together so well, and they all seem to fit amazingly. I think another element of mystique is just the fact that you couldn't find these back in 2019. You couldn't get your hands on them. And that only adds to the legend and the lore that we were all able to achieve on Yeezy Day 2022. Once again, I don't think I'm alone on that note. I think a lot of us happened to see when this was restocking and circled it with a big, bold marker. If you went out on these, make sure that you drop a W down in the comments below so I know who entered the club with me. I'm thanking my high heavens for the Confirmed app. I think you guys know that I rock with them like none other, and I know that this victory would not have happened without them. I also want to shout out the entire Yeezy team over at Adidas for making this restock happen. I know Ye may not be too happy with you guys, but for all my sneakerhead brethren, we thank you. So there you have it, guys. Real quick breakdown of the Yeezy Hyperspace 350s, a shoe that since landing in my lap has quickly climbed the ranks to be one of my favorite Yeezys in the entire collection. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in as well. If you took anything from this video at all, make sure that you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on all your notifications so you never have to miss a post. Know that I appreciate all the comments, so make sure you keep them coming. We've done a lot of Yeezy unboxings these last few weeks. I've left a few of them up on the screen for you right now. Make sure that you check them out when you have a moment. But like always, this is Tyler for Deadstock Media, signing off.